Thank you all so much for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 asanas, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify, you can do something else, or you can skip entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your sides, standing nice and tall. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Take a moment here, inhale, exhale, and you're going to connect your body movements to your breath throughout class. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward, always feels so good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale through your nose, fold, relax. Inhale, arms with ears, hands together, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop, and let's hold here for a moment. If that lowering down motion does not feel good to you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, hug your elbows all the way in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. If you're doing up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, press down to your knuckles, your palms, so you're not putting your weight on your wrists. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Last down dog, try to get your heels on the floor. If your heels aren't touching the floor, you can take a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees a little bit so you're not putting too much pressure on the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press the thighs back, lift your hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Come to the middle of your mat and towel now for a breathing exercise, pranayama. Deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. We'll continue to move our body to the pace of our breath. Feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, lock your legs. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, even as you exhale, abdomen in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Exhale more. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt. Grow taller out of the base of your spine. Begin, inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down, use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight white knuckle grip, stretch up and bend right and left. Right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your thighs a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. No room for lighter air between your biceps, arms, and ears. Stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line. Slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. We're going to breathe through the nose for the rest of class. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, squeeze palms together. Left hip a little forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Thighs forward, arms back, stretch up, stomach in, and slowly bend to the left. Push your hips to the right without letting the elbows or knees bend. So try not to collapse. Keep your chin and chest lifted. It's a very proud posture, and you have so much to be proud of for coming to class today. So we want to focus on our breath first. And once you can focus on breath, then focus on alignment. So it's normal for like one shoulder to come forward or the spine to twist. You want to keep the weight in your heels. Thighs contracted, glutes tight, hips forward. Squeeze palms together, arms back, seal off the gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Push your right hip a little forward so your hips point forward, and then bring your left shoulder a little forward so the right shoulder stacks on top of the left shoulder. Chest is opening, arms with the ears, weight in the heels. Once you can breathe, once you have the alignment, without losing the alignment, without losing the depth, without losing the breath, go for depth at the end, come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up. First bend, back bend of the day, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine, back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold, arms with ears, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with this smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Stomach in, roll forward, hips up, knees back, stretch, change, come up, biceps with ears, hands together as you lift. Very nice, arms down. And you stand a little taller. Okay, second set, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers. Release index fingers, cross thumbs, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up. And slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left, still breathing in and out through your nose. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room. Push your left heel into the floor. Push your right heel into the floor, push your hips to the left, right shoulder a little forward, weight in the heels, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, stomach in, and slowly drop to the left, press your hips to the right. So left shoulder a little forward, right hip forward, mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. If your eyes are wandering, your mind is wandering, make this some time just for you. Squeeze your palms, press your heels down, pull your abdomen in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, drop your head back, squeeze your tush, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. If your knees are bending, lift up a little bit. If your elbows are bending, lift up a little bit. Form over depth. Lock your legs, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, fold, lead with your chin, hands to floor, then drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set and what's still a little tight or tender. There's no right or wrong to that answer. Often yoga is just a really nice place to check in with yourself in body, mind, and spirit. Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway, stomach to thighs, chest to knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or eventually your heels from underneath. If you've got the grip on your heels, start to pull. Wrap your elbows back, try to touch your elbows together behind you, like actively push your biceps into your calves. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Eyes open, lock your legs. Roll forward, lock your legs. Last chance, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Change, come up. Squeeze palms together as you lift up. Good stuff. Arms down. And you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, About 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, bring a little bit more weight back into your heels, sit a little lower. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees and sit down. Notice if your knees want to come way in or way out. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees, and hands. Sit down more, spine a little longer. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, your inner thighs together super tight. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, squeeze knees, thighs together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right about hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat, spine straight, all of the weight in your heels. So you can fold forward at first to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Look forward and then lean back. Keep your neck long, triceps tight, reach your arms forward. That's your counterbalance. Chin up, chest up, change. Come on up, keep your arms there, super strong. Push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels, stretch up and sit down. So keeping your arms strong here is practice for keeping your arms strong and standing bow in a little bit. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, stomach in, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing, keep your arms there, squeeze knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Keeping your arms super strong is also practice for triangle pose in a little bit, right? Triceps tight, fingertips together, sit as low as feels good. Stop when there's still a little bit of a gap between your hips and heels. Stretch up and change. Slowly come up, knees, thighs together. Take your time. Beautiful, heels down, right foot back, arms down. So whenever I'm dealing with like an illness or an injury, right, like I have a toe injury right now so it hurts to go down all the way, it can be easy to feel sorry for yourself and be like, oh, I can't do anything. Focus on what you can do, right? If you can't sit down all the way, keep your arms active. If you have a shoulder injury, keep your arms down. And if you have a toe injury and a shoulder injury and you're super banged up, focus on what you can do. Breathe through your nose. So there's always at least one thing that we can do in class, right? And that's our breath. Eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale through your nose, swing your right arm under your left arm, right elbow under left elbow, cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards the front mirror. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs each other, twist like wet ropes, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle, so eventually all 5 toes visible. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, left elbow under right elbow. You can have palms together. You can interlock fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down low, stay down there, lean back, and slowly with control, bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and breathe in and out through your nose. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Bring the weight back into your heel. If it feels good, bend your knees more, sit down more, squeeze the inner thighs together, push the top leg into the bottom leg, sit down, elbows down, lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, big stretch up, second set. Exhale, right arm, under left arm, still connecting the breath to the body movements. Pull elbows down, sit down, get low, get low, get low, get low, and bring your right leg over your left leg, hamstring over quadricep, cross twist, breathe. So left hip a little forward, two hips in line, right shoulder a little forward, two shoulders in line. Notice if the wrists are bending, try to straighten out the wrists. Pull the elbows down, sit down more, stomach in more, elbows down more, neck long, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, here we go. Left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull elbows down, sit down, just like the the first part of chair pose. Stay down there, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. Push your right hip a little forward, two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest, like a flower petal blooming. Every posture builds on the next one. Sit down like you're sitting down into a chair, maximum weight in your heel. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Slowly arms down. Party time, grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. So every posture builds on the next one, right? We did chair pose so that we could do eagle, and we did eagle so that we can do standing head to knee. In eagle, we decompress the neck and shoulders, right? So that in standing head to knee, we can round the spine. Okay, standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janushirasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, squeeze your left thigh tight, lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes. Notice the difference. Keep your toes flexed back to your face the whole time. Option to stay right here. Or as you're ready, stretch up and then round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, stomach in. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Keep your face relaxed. Take a breath, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, breathe through your nose. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an upside down L like Linda, bend elbows down. Oh, Linda. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Hold and breathe. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, reverse out, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward. Squeeze inner thigh, outer thigh. Lift your kneecap. Use your outer seat as well as your glute, right? Gluteus maximus and minimus. Lift your left leg up, drop your left hip down, two hips in line. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down. And as long as you can still breathe, pick up your left foot like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Even your thumbs under your foot. Pull your abdomen in, lock your standing leg, flex your toes, relax your face, and when you're ready, inhale. Slowly, gently, lift your left leg up. Hone in on the word slowly, gently. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, then only bend elbows down. But this posture is a little bit like Monopoly. You don't want to pass go, right? If the standing leg is bending, right, posture hasn't started. If the kicking leg is bending, don't bend elbows down. Only if both legs lock, elbows down. One day, elbows below the calf muscle. Change. Slowly reverse. Out, put your hands on your back, do a little back bend or knee bend. So this is a really beautiful posture, and it's a really beautiful opportunity to express yourself, like your compassion for yourself, your patience, your determination. And remember that there's 4 parts, right? And you want to do each of them slowly. So this is part 1, this is part 2, 3, 4, right? So you want to go slowly into each part rather than kind of like rushing into it. Okay, second set, shift your weight to your left leg, go slow, follow my words, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down and pick up your right foot. Let's stay here for a breath. This is step 1. Concentrate, meditate. If your standing leg is locked, lift your right leg up. This is step 2. Hold here for a breath. If both legs lock, then step 3, elbows down. Hold here for a breath. If elbows go below calf muscles, then tuck chin to chest. Put forehead on knee. Step 4.
Hold and breathe. And the best part is eventually you're going to reverse out.
So when you're ready, head up first, then arms straight, then bend the leg, then right foot down. Change. Good for you. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, and pick up your left foot. Concentrate, meditate, but don't forget to have fun. Option to stay here. When you're ready, move to step 2. Only if both legs lock. Step 3, elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Step 4, chin to chest, forehead to knee. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Let's see if we can reverse out. Head up. Step 3, arms straight. Step 2, bend the leg. 1, change. Left foot down. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose. Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling, bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach. That wasn't very loud. I missed my own hand. That's embarrassing. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back, right hip forward and down, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, lift your shoulder, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, just find a place where you can breathe, balance, and bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted. It's a back bend. And if you find that you're having trouble breathing, balancing, or bending, stay lifted. Hold here. Once you've got the back bend, once you've got the breath, come down. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back, left hip forward and down, knees together to start. Don't let your mind get in the way of your body. Your body has the muscle memory, right? Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Continuously kick your left leg back and up. So nobody's new here, right? It's nobody's first rodeo. Your body has this posture stored in it, right? Like muscle memory. So you're just gonna let the body do the work and then do little adjustments. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Right kneecap contracted, still breathing. In and out through the nose. If you can balance, breathe and back bend, come down. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Best way to fall in that posture is forward. Take a breath. Finding some stillness. Stillness is also a muscle memory. And if you never practice stillness, then there is no muscle memory in your body for stillness. But if you can practice some muscle memory, if you can practice some stillness, then that lives in your body too. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, right hip down. Try to get your knees in line, hips in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So my trick for balance, when I find that I'm falling out, I just hold still. And once I can balance again, then I move and readjust. Slowly bring the body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. All right, last one. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lock your right leg, Point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Standing bow pulling pose, a bow like an archery. Some people say that your right arm makes the arrow, piercing the air. Left arm and leg are the bow, drawing taut. Iyengar takes it a step further. He says body is the bow, posture is the arrow, target is the soul. Body down, so the target is the soul. Leg up. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Good for you. Come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana, balancing stick, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs, lean back and stretch up. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, lock both legs, point your left toes, option to stay here, or when you're ready, slowly come down like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything eventually or in the future parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, abdomen in, big stretch up. Step your left foot forward. Take a moment here, get your bearings. Shift your weight to your left foot, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. Slowly come down. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine so you're not dropping your head down, but you're also not jamming it up, right? So slowly, chest down, leg up, chin a little forward, squeeze palms together. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. So how we fall also might tell you something about imbalances in the body. Like if you're falling to one side, probably a hip imbalance. I deal with that a lot. If you're falling forward, right, you might not be stretching back enough. If you're falling back a lot, you might not be stretching forward enough. Second set, arms over your head, palms together, interlock fingers. Release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, square off your hips, lock both legs, point your left toes and come down without opening your hips. So notice if the hip is opening up, you want to drop the left hip down, spiral inner left thigh up, move the left hip to the left. Chest down, leg up, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, big stretch up, light as a feather, stiff as a board, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, tilt. So the more the muscles are contracted, the lighter the body feels, right? The tighter you are, the lighter you are. Chest down, chin forward, every muscle in the body contracting, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. Come to the top of your mat. You're welcome to face the long side of your mat for this separate leg series. I will face you. Standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikatapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. A generous step, be generous with yourself. Arms down parallel to the floor, triceps tight. You can turn your toes in to pigeon toe your feet and internally rotate the pelvis, or you can turn your toes forward, keeping the hips neutral. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Looking forward all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet. If you have tight knees or hamstrings, start with your hands on the floor in front of you, and especially if you're having trouble straightening your legs, walk your hands forward. Everybody roll forward. Lift your hips up, push your knees back a little bit, lock your legs, pull and stretch. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time, step your right foot back to the place, arms over your head, and arms down. So remember that every posture is different depending on like your body type, your body proportions, like what you ate for lunch, right? Like all that different stuff, it all adds up. So different, especially in the next, this posture and the next two, don't be afraid to experiment with your step. For some people, you want to take a bigger step. For some people, you want to take a smaller step. So my advice is play around a lot, have a lot of fun. Second set, arms over your head sideways, step your right foot to the right. A fun step, maybe a different size step than you're used to. You can turn your toes in or point your toes forward, lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. So especially if your forehead touched the floor easily in the first set, you want to take a smaller step. If your forehead is nowhere near the floor, maybe try taking a bigger step. Everybody roll forward. And again, if your knees are bending, walk your hands forward. Trust that your hands will catch you. Lift your hips up. Push your knees back, heels down. Now lock your legs. And then if it feels good, pull. Stretch, lengthen, pull stomach through thighs. Chest through knees. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Awesome. Change. Slowly come up. Take your time. Step your right foot back to the place. Arms over your head and arms down. Triangle, Trikonasana, same thing, different people need different size steps for this one. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. So the ideal here is to have your ankles underneath your wrists. So wingspan step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left heel out a little bit too. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up your hips and knees, and then sit as low as you can. Lean back, keep your spine straight in the middle, and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee, and your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, and lift your right side body off of your right thigh. Turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your two heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times. You can also try taking a wider or shorter step if it helps you to bend your left knee. Sit down, push your hips forward, keep your spine straight in the middle, and move your arms elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe, never quite touching the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. So remember the arms in awkward pose, right? Triceps tight, nothing loose or hanging. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with the index fingers. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, just like half moon. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly with control, arms down. Take a breath, practice stillness. Second set, arms over your head, palms together. Step your right foot to the right, a nice big step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, right foot out, maybe left toes in, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your right leg, lunge. Sit down, lean back, keep your spine straight in the middle, and move arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling, reach your left arm up, both palms facing forward. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, sink your left hip down, push your right knee back, right rib cage a little forward, open your chest, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, push the right heel into the floor to come up, right toes in, left toes out. Take a moment, make sure you're breathing. Let's do it. Bend your left leg, sit down, lunge, lean back, stomach in, move your arms, stretch the crown of your head to where the ceiling and left side of the room meet. So you're never collapsing down, but you're also not staying all the way up, right? A nice 45-degree angle from your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up, stretch up, sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist upper body back like Ardha Matsyendrasana, spine twisting posture. At the end of class, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly, consciously, arms down. So part of the idea of stillness, as well as breath and body movement, is just that we're giving ourselves some time to be truly conscious, right, of where we are in time and space, how we're breathing, how we're moving, how we're holding still. And in an increasingly unconscious world, right, I unconsciously pick up my phone all the time and I'm like, what am I doing, right? In an increasingly unconscious world, what a gift to give yourself, right? To be conscious of how you're moving your hands, how you're breathing, even how you're wiping sweat. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram, Janu Sharasana. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. A generous step, be generous with yourself. It's a theme. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you will face the back of your mat, the back wall. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down slow with control. Chin to chest, stomach in, arms long. Touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, eventually arms lock. Bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up a little bit, left hip forward a little bit, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Please don't skip that step. Change, slowly come up. Left hip forward, left rib cage forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room or the front of your mat. My heels get super crisscross in transition. If that's true for you too, uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. So knowing that your palms are together is part of our consciousness. However, if you have like a shoulder injury where having your hands together, or a neck injury where having your hands together doesn't feel good, then ignore what I'm saying there, right? If you need to have your hands separated, that's totally fine. Eventually, hands together. If your forehead and knee aren't touching yet, try taking a bigger step, turning your back toes in, or bending your front left leg. Push the floor away from you, touch your forehead and knee together. However, if this does not feel good for your back, ignore what I'm saying. Flatten out your back. Eventually, forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body, never going to a point of pain. Push your forehead into your knee, block both legs, hands together, unless that is not suitable for you today, and then change. Push palms together, chin to chest, head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down, take a breath. So at one point or another in our yoga practice, we will all be like the exception to the rule, right? The person who can't do the posture has to do a modification. We will all at one point in our practice be the exception to a rule, but notice if you are like the exception to every rule, right? And that's a little bit different. Second set, head to knee, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, a generous step. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Unfortunately, in this style of yoga, like this culture of yoga, traditionally, there's a lot of dogma around like, everybody do it the same way. And like, the more bodies that I watch in motion, the more that I realize that's just not realistic, right? Sometimes we need to modify or do something different. Chin to chest, again, you can bend your front leg, you can take a bigger step, you can round your spine, eventually forehead and knee touch, you're squeezing the abdominal wall, but you're never forcing your body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, but if it's a little bit challenging, you're probably on the right track. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick, lift both kneecaps, push palms together, change. Can you push your palms together all the way up? Biceps with yours all the way up, head up, last. Good, pick up your toes, pivot, I'm gonna face you. So notice if hands are coming apart here, really push palms together. Feel that in biceps. Stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down, balance challenge. Keep your hands together. Bring your weight into your front foot. Bend your left leg if you need to. Touch knee and head together. So we're squeezing, compressing, toning, strengthening the front of the body, rounding, stretching the spine, chin to chest, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Push forehead and knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels. Right foot back. Slowly arms down. Good. Come to the middle of your mat. Tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg. Lock your left leg. Lift your right leg up. Heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a nice half lotus shape. Never force your body. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance without your foot sliding, left hand. Notice if one hip is higher than the other, drop your right hip down, push your right hip forward, bring your right knee back, eventually 2 hips in line. We're training our hips and knees to sit in lotus pose one day, but again, we're not forcing the body to open. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. left hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance without your foot falling, right hand up. But if your foot falls like mine does, hold on to your foot the whole time. Unless lifting your foot this high hurts. And then for now, just keep your foot like this. So you're still getting that hip opener. Slowly over time, you're gonna slide the leg up, eventually heel to costume. But again, never forcing. A lot of yoga is just patience and waiting. Change, left leg down. One of my teachers always says, like, this is the part that we call waiting, right? Just waiting for the back to open up, waiting for the hips to open up, waiting for the balance to get there. There's a lot of waiting. Padangusthasana, toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, heel to costume. Let your right knee drop down and back, right hand up. If you can balance, left hand up. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, stretch your spine up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, namaskar, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor to lift your hips up. Press your heels down, push your hips forward, lift your chest up to come up just the way you went in. Beautiful. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Slowly let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Pick a spot on the floor. Don't move your eyes and start to fold forward. Can't do this side because of my toe, but I will walk you through it. Hands to the floor first. Lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee and sit down. If you, like me, cannot do toe stand, focus on what you can do. If you're in toe stand, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. And sometimes all we have to do is breathe, whether you're in tree or toe. Left hip forward, left knee down, point your left toes, lift your chest. Left hand and right hand, elbows down, spine straight. Toe stand, come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor first. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, heel down, and then push your hips forward, lift your ribs up to come up. Whenever you're ready, change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm going to adjust my camera angle. Okie doke, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together. Toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. So a lot of yoga is just waiting, but it's not like unconscious waiting. It's not like I can't do this posture, so I'm going to like let my mind wander off. It's like very conscious, like I'm waiting and I'm very aware of what's going on in my body because, oh, all of a sudden I felt my knee open up a little bit. Nope, I think I can go a little bit deeper. But if we're not, if we're just waiting without the mindfulness aspect, then we don't really realize like when we're ready to go deeper. And conversely, if there's a posture that you always do, so you kind of mindlessly do it, that's often how I watch like very like regular students, like students who are regularly in yoga practice. That's how I watch us get hurt, is because we assume like, I always do toe stands, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it today. And then like, oh, I didn't realize that my knee was hurting today, right? But the flip side of it is if you're like, I never do toe stand, then all of a sudden you don't realize like, oh, you know what, today felt different, something opened up. So I say this often, but I think like in life and relationships and yoga, we get into like a danger zone when we start using words like always or never, right? That's because usually the truth of the matter is like some of the time you can do something and some of the time, you know what, it's not a good idea today. And the beauty of that, right, is it just encourages us to be more conscious, to be more mindful, and like, wow, what a gift that you're giving yourself. If you, I'm not encouraging you to do this, but if you're just to like walk up to strangers around like on your street and be like, what are you doing with your hands right now? I bet they'd be like, I don't know. And then they'd be like, oh, I guess I was fidgeting, or I guess I was playing with a coin, or I guess I'm playing with my phone. But they wouldn't necessarily know off the top of their head, like, what are you doing with your hands right now? And in yoga, we get to ask ourselves that question all the time. Like, what are you doing with your hands right now? Where are your feet? Where's your head? And it's a very simple embodied approach that gets us out of our mind, back into our body, back into our breath. And all of a sudden the day becomes just a little bit more possible, more manageable. Pavana Muktasana, when you're moving pose, what are you doing with your hands? Bend your right leg up, interlace your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. What are you doing with your feet? Right foot stays relaxed. If your left calf muscle doesn't touch the floor naturally, then flex your left toes back to your face. What are you doing with your eyeballs? Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body. Change, right leg down, left leg lift up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your left shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. What are you doing with your biceps? Toning, squeezing, pull elbows down, right shoulder down. So you want to keep the 2 shoulders on the floor, right leg long without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class. If you can't grab your elbows, grab your elbows. If you still can't grab your elbows, at least you tried, right? Now you can interlace your fingers, grab wrists, forearms, you can grab your shins or the backs of your hamstrings, right? The backs of your legs. There's so many options here. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, breathe. Change, arms down and eyes open. So in every posture, there's modifications or little adjustments or options that we can do. And if there's a posture that doesn't work for your body and you're not sure what to do, feel free to ask me after class or before class sometime. I might not have the answer automatically, but we can usually, like between the 2 of us, figure something out together where you still get the spirit of the posture, right, in a way that works for your body, that feels good. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull and breathe. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, other elbow on top. If you remember, I never remember, squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe, be still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Take a breath. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, especially the first sit up, roll off to the side, knee on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. All right, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders. So the fingers are just below the shoulders, pinky fingers in line with the outsides of edges of your shoulders. Elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Beautiful. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So nice. Use 100% back strength, looking good. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor. The rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hips. Big toes to the back of your mat. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butt. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change slowly with control. Lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Send deep belly breaths in and out through your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension. Let the floor hold you up. Second set, chin forward, hands flat on the floor, just below the shoulder. So from a bird's eye view, I can't see your new manicure unless you have nail extensions. Lock your legs, zip up your legs, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor. I know people who practice yoga with the long nails, and I don't know how you do it, good for you, but that is a skill I wish I had and I do not. Press your hands flat on the floor, all 5 fingers together, pointing forward, elbows pointing down, chest shining up to the ceiling. Keep your neck long so you're not dropping your head all the way back. You're also not looking down, right? You want your spine nice and long like an arc from the side. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push feet, hips, and hands down, lift your chest up. Beautiful. Change slowly with control. Lower down, look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, toes together, heels fall open. Take a breath. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or as you're ready, start to bring your arms underneath your body, stretching out the arms and hands. One day, pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Squeeze your right glute, calf muscle, lock your right leg, lift your thigh up. Change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up without letting the hip open up, right? Keep your left hip down, 2 hips in line. Sole of the foot flat to the ceiling, lift your heel, change. Left leg down. Third part, mouth in a little bit, mouth on your mat so your neck is long. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, a little bit wider, zip up your legs, a little bit wider, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, change slowly with control, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat. If it hurts to look left and right, you can bend one or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, and that'll take some pressure off of your neck and shoulder as you look left and right. Slowly over time, you can bring your arms back down for a deeper shoulder stretch. Second set, locust, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you, stretching out the tendons and ligaments on the arms, the hands. Spread your fingers a little bit wider in the second set, working on finger flexibility. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. So fun fact, this is the only posture in the whole series where our fingers are wide. Any other time, your fingers are either together or interlaced. So just for here, spread the fingers wide, push the knuckles down, lift your heel up, change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. Also keep in mind that the real locust pose is with both legs together. One leg is practice for 2. How high you can lift one leg is anatomically how high you can lift both at once. Fun, change, left leg down. Third part, mouth in, mouth on your mat. Bring your arms a little closer. Spread your fingers, make up your mind. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. It's a mind over the matter posture. The matter is usually the mind. Roll forward, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, right ear on your mat. I've always loved that kind of joke, mind over the matter, matter is usually the mind, but also keep in mind that sometimes what happens with yoga is that people get gaslit into thinking like that their injury or their modification is not legitimate. If something does not feel good for your body, it's not a problem with your mind, right? It's a problem with like something not being right for you. So keep that in mind. I jokingly say matter is usually the mind, but if something doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. Listen to your body. You're the boss. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, full locust, Purna Shalabhasana, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a 747 taking off, gorgeous. Just your hips on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Can you lift your arms up a little more, thighs up a little bit more, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Take a breath. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up, and lift everything, lifting off the floor. This is such a nice shoulder opener. Imagine you're gonna do like the YMCA dance, right? It's a nice shoulder opener, and it's really good for strengthening your back. Keep your neck long, looking up to the ceiling where eyes go, body knows to follow. Lock your legs a little bit more, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your left, and reconnect to your breath. Slow inhale, even slower exhale. Breathing in, and emptying out. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers. You can also grab 1 foot at a time, or you can do some cat-cows if this posture does not feel good to you. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, Look up towards the ceiling and kick into your hands continuously. Keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Try not to rock back and forth. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your toes, keep your neck long, shoulders back, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, take a breath. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, bring knees, feet close together, squeeze your glutes, point your toes, look up and kick. So you wanna use your glutes the whole time, point your toes the whole time. Notice if the wrists are bending, use your upper fingertip strength, keep the wrist straight, insides of the wrist facing in, point your toes, thighs up, chest up, look up, kick and kick and kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself out with control. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, and let that one go. Let it go. Let it go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana, showing you from the side. Open your knees, open your feet. So you're in a tabletop position. From here, start to walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until one day you can sit down between your heels. If you can sit down between your heels comfortably, you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, nice long neck, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. This is another great example of a posture where, a lot of times folks can't do it, but if you just assume like, oh, I can never do it, then like, you're never gonna do it, right? So you always wanna try a little bit. And conversely, if you always assume like, I can always do this posture, at some point you might find that it doesn't feel so good today. So we're always just meeting ourselves wherever we are in body, mind, and spirit. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So meeting ourselves where we are in our body means that, if something doesn't feel good today, even if you always do it, don't do it. If there's something you never do, maybe try it. Today might be different. Meeting ourselves where we are in our mind and spirit more means like, if you find you're really tired today or cranky today, rather than judging yourself for trying to snap yourself out of it or being harsh, what if you were just gentle with yourself and compassionate towards yourself like you would a dear friend, right? You know what? I get it. You're a little tired today. You're a little cranky today. It happens. Let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest. Sit up. Good. The common denominator is that we're meeting ourselves with compassion and patience. Maybe passion too. Open your knees, open your feet. As you're ready, walk your hands back. Sink your hips down. If first set was easy, maybe try bringing knees together. From here, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow. Drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab other elbow on top if you remember, look down the center line of your body, and if this is all easy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher like a natural human bridge. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. You get a nice rush of blood through your toes, your ankles, your knees, your hips. And just get a moment here, lying down on a nice hard floor. You wouldn't necessarily want to like sleep on your floor, right? It's really nice for realigning the body in between yoga postures. And I have met people that sleep on the floor and they all swear by it, but I'm not there yet. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. More of a Tempur-Pedic kind of gal. Come to the middle of your mat, bring your back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. I don't have a sleep number yet, but give it 10 years. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, 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 right? Squeeze the heels together, press the palms together, keep the arms active, neck long. Change, chin away from the chest as you come up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So you want to come in and out of this one slowly with control, and you want to go in and out with a flat back, like there's a board strapped to your back. So sometimes when you're coming out of it, it can help to think about like scooping your chest up, like lifting the chest up. So you hinge at your hips rather than like unfurl from the vertebrae. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, and remember, if the sit-ups ever are bothering your body, you can always skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down. How long can you look forward? Chin away from your chest, looking forward, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, flatten your back, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Okay, without rounding your spine, change. Come up, little scoop in the chest as you lift up. Yes, Matt, exactly like that. Arms down, turn around, Savasana, but that was good. Come to the back and come flat down on your back. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Take a breath. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the top of your mat, camel, Ustrasana, our deepest, back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower lumbar spine, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor, like you're putting your hands in your high-waisted denim pants, all the rage. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head drops back. This might be enough, especially in the first set. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. This might be enough for when you're ready. Right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Lift your chest up, drop your head back. Change, put your hands on your back. Press yourself up, head up last. Very nice, stretch up at the top and then turn around, Savasana. Letting everything stretch out in between sets. Let the floor hold you up. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, second set. Open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, bring elbows together. This is so fun with Baby Yoda. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. Sometimes just looking up towards the ceiling is enough. One day head back, eventually or in the future go back halfway, freeze in the middle. And if it feels good, then right hand down, left hand down. So if you always grab your heels, maybe occasionally try keeping your hands on your back. If you never grab your heels, maybe occasionally try reaching back one hand at a time. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift chest up, drop head back, be still and breathe. And change. Put your hands on your back first, press yourself up without twisting. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Letting everything stretch out and realign. Let the floor hold you up. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat for Rabbit Sasangasana. We're gonna flip it and reverse it with our deepest forward curl. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels at the top, like I have a long torso, I can't grab my heels, that's okay. Grab your butt, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Hold on to your butts, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Okay, now that your head is on the floor, now reach back, grab your heels, don't lose the grip. Pull on your heels, option to stay here, or when you're ready, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, pull your abdomen in, lift your shoulders up to decompress the neck, spine, round your back. Change hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. I have to tell you, if you have like a t-shirt or tank top with a favorite, I don't know, like character on it of yours, like I have Baby Yoda, it is so fun. Like when I'm in that posture, I'm just looking at my abdomen and like Baby Yoda is smiling back at me. So yeah, if you have, I don't know, like a favorite character or person or something that you happen to have on your shirt, that sounds a little bit weird. If you have a shirt with your favorite person on it, I don't know, that might be kind of weird. But if you have some sort of character, it could be fun to wear in yoga because it's quite fun to look up towards your belly button and see a smiling, happy face. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. I guess I do have a t-shirt from a bachelorette party of like all of my girlfriends. I guess I could wear that. Knees, that might be weird. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside. I'll stick with Baby Yoda. Stretch out, chin to chest, go down, chin to chest. Try to feel each part of your back moving. The parts of your back that you don't feel moving are probably where you're tightest. For most of us, that is the middle spine. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together. Lift your shoulders up. Move your hips forward. Don't lose the grip. Pull, stretch, round your spine. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Reset. Keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. And the best part is you get another posture where you can like smile at your own belly button. Right leg out, left leg in. Two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, Janu Shavasana, head to knee pose, 2 quick sets. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your exactly forehead on your knee, front side compression, throat choke, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. If your forehead and knee don't touch with a straight leg, that's really normal. Bend your left leg, touch your knee and head together, interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, bend your elbows down, pull your abdomen in. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lie down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Chin up. If your knees are bent, stay here. Flex your toes back, fold forward. If your legs are straight, lock your legs. Puff up your chest, fold. Stomach to thighs, pull. Chest and knees stretch. One day, toes and head touch. Good. Change. Come on up. Turn around. Savasana. Take a breath. Even at the end of class, when sometimes the mind wanders towards like, what comes after class? Just take a moment when you notice that happening, reset, coming back into your breath, back into your body, back onto your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Say Gundo base, head to knee, Janu Shavasana. Right leg out, left leg in. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. If it's easy to touch your knee to your head with a bent leg, keep going, straighten your leg. If that's easy, keep going, lock your leg. Bend elbows down, one day elbows to floor. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in. Sole of right foot should push into inner left thigh bicep. You might want to flex your right foot as well as your left foot. Stretch up, turn to your left, chin to chest. Touch your forehead to your knee. Notice if you're leaning way to the left, bring your right sit bone down, right knee down, right rib cage down, left rib cage up, 2 shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lie down. Reset and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Did you know it actually says that in the Bikram dialogue? Right, left, 10 to 15 times. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold. Keep sticking your butt out, arching your spine a little bit, shoulders back, pinky toes back, breathe, pull, stretch, lengthen, touch your head to your toes. Nice, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. So really nice Achilles and calf stretch at the end. Okay. Final spiral. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. I love this sequence of yoga. One of the things that I wish it had more of are spine twists. We haven't done a spine twist since triangle pose. Here we go. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to left knee corner. Right arm close behind you like a second spine. Left arm up and over. Draw a circle. Grab your left knee with your left hand. Hand, heel, and knee touch. Pull abdomen in. Keep left knee down, right foot down. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you. Try to catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. Wee, bend your right leg on the floor. You can also have your right leg straight in front of you. Right arm close behind you, fingers tented. Left arm up and over, push left knee out of the way, grab right knee with right knee. Oh, I'm doing my legs wrong. That makes more sense. Grab left knee with left hand, hands, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. I don't think I've done that in like 10 years. Wrong legs. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you. Grab your left hand with, grab your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, shoulders down, abdomen in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. One of the deep joys of my both like being a student of yoga and a teacher of yoga, but of course, even teachers are first and foremost students, is like, what new way can I mess this up? Like what, is there a new way I can fall out of a posture or a new way that I can mess up the lefts and the rights? Like I take great joy in that. I think sometimes people are like, you teach the same thing every day, doesn't it get boring? And I'm like, never, because I always do something a little different. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat, final breathing, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. It never gets boring, right? It's different every time. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you find that it is boring, wear a Baby Yoda tank top and all of a sudden it's fun again. Sit up tall, concentrate, meditate, look straight ahead. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. You can close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a breath. So the same way that we never step into the same room twice, we never step into the same yoga practice twice. So take a moment just to acknowledge that like very unique snowflake of a class that you just had, right? You'll never have that exact same class. You'll never have this exact same Savasana. So just take a moment to really like enjoy and appreciate it and appreciate yourself, right? The same way that the class changes, you change, right? Even right now, your, different synapses are firing, right? Your cells are regenerating, stuff like that, right? What's in your body is a little bit different. The season is a little bit different. Our time with sunlight is different. So just enjoy where you are, like in real time and real space. Breathing in, breathing out. You are so very alive.